Okay, we are live now. Hey, hi all. Good evening, and thanks a lot for joining. So I will wait for a couple of minutes. Yes, thanks a lot for joining. Waiting. Yes, I'm here. And Suren, especially thanks a lot to you. I see that you are regularly joining the morning classes and the evening classes. So you are taking out time to understand how things are working, how we are doing exactly the projects. And same goes with Omar also. Thanks a lot. And yes, obviously Nidish also. Rajendra, great. Good evening, guys. Good evening, and thanks a lot for joining in. So, how are you all? Yes. Hi, Nasir Khan. Good to see you all. We will wait for a few more minutes for the people to join, and then I will tell you what exactly is the today's agenda and what exactly we are going to learn. And people on LinkedIn, if you are watching me, please give. Okay, please pardon my hair. I think it's coming here and there. Hey, hi, Guru. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Thanks a lot for joining. I see that people who are joining, they are obviously joining daily, so that makes really happy to me. So let me see what is the status of people on LinkedIn, how many people are watching me. And yes, Nidish is also there on LinkedIn. Okay. Anyone else on LinkedIn who are here? Okay, so great. Okay, so this is Sunday. Obviously, you guys are joining in for 6 p.m. And today I'll be quickly wrapping up the things because one project we will be doing today. Whatever we have done yesterday, little bit continuation of that, but we will be introducing Azure also in that. Okay, right. So hi Praveen, where documents I will share. So correct. Amish has asked documents I will share for yesterday and today. I will share by today end of day. Okay. You can consider like by today maybe 11:30 p.m. I will share in the Telegram group, so you can join there. So no issues in that. Mohit Kumar, good evening. Okay, good afternoon. Yes. Uh, yeah. Okay, great. Great. So we will wait for 1 more minute so that we have people join, and then we can start this live class. Basically, what we are going to learn and those things. I'm just putting in the time. Yes. Good evening, Saurabh. Great. People are joining slowly. Okay, great. So good evening. Good evening, Israel. Yeah. Okay. Right. Thanks a lot for joining, guys. So let's start the class. I'll not waste much time. And Rajendra, definitely I will talk about those things. But before that, we have to do some project here. We have to tell what exactly you guys are getting in these things. Okay. So let's talk about what you are going to get. Okay. So I will quickly take out what you are going to get today as a project on the Azure side. I know many of you might be not aware like how exactly Azure works. What is the tech stack of Azure? What are the important things that you should be aware when you are learning on Azure, right? So those things we'll be discussing. So let me quickly, yeah. So let me quickly open this thing for you. Hey, hi Prasad. Good evening. Yes. Okay, guys, all of your eyes on the screen. So we are going to learn today Azure. I will be explaining you all the important components starting from virtual networks. Okay, sorry, not we. Starting from virtual networks, subnets, virtual machine skill sets, storage accounts. Okay. Blob storage, data lake storage, Kubernetes, Terraform, application gateway. Okay, so these all things, I mean, so many things are there. Kubernetes and Terraform will be creating all these things for us, and this is basically an Azure project which we are going to do. So whatever I will be telling today, there will be no slide. I'll be telling as per my experience, whatever you are going to get in the class. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Good evening, Prasad. No issues. If you have zero knowledge also, that's completely fine. I will be telling you all. With my experience, I'll be teaching. Okay. Hide me, sir. Dipankar. Okay. Hide message. Oh, okay. Good evening, Prakash. Yes. Okay. Raise, I will definitely talk about those things maybe a little bit later. But as of now, let's focus on... yes, it needs Azure account. I'll be telling all those things. Guru, definitely it needs the Azure account. I will be telling all those things. Okay. So all of you see here, this is the Azure which we are learning. And if you are a complete beginner, let's say like you have zero knowledge on Azure also, that's completely fine. I'll be taking care of everything. You don't need knowledge at all, because in this class, you'll be getting whatever is there in my mind. I'll put to your mind directly. Is it clear? Shall we start the class, guys? Give me a yes, and then we will start the class. I know very less people have tuned in because it's Sunday, and we will also quickly wrap up the things by doing the project, and I will give you all the things which are needed for your project to work. Shall we start? Yes. Quickly, yes. Those who are watching me, yes, yes. What about others? Quickly. Yes. Okay. Great, 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 great. Okay, nice. So all of you write down your notes, whatever you are having the notes, and please share this live link with your friends also, so that your friends can also join. So let's start the class, guys. So first of all, I'll be giving the nomenclature of what is there in AWS and what is there in Azure. You can note it down. So in AWS, whatever we have seen maybe in the previous batches or previous live classes, VPC you have subnets, you have EC2, you have what else? EBS, elastic block storage, you have S3 bucket, you have load balancers, right? You have what else you have? So here it is virtual networks, here it is subnets, here it is virtual machines, here it is storage accounts. Okay, here it is S3 storage accounts. Here it can be a blob storage. Okay. And load balancer is kind of an application gateway. Okay. And here auto scaling group is there. Here you call like virtual machine scale set. Here you have cloud watch. Here you have Azure monitor. Okay. Here you have EMR, which is related to your big data, those kind of things. Here you have a big data HDI. Okay. So primarily we will be focusing on these components today, and hope, oh, okay. I have hidden the message, right? Yes. Okay. So yes, SQS, SNS, EKS. Yeah, correct. EKS, I will write it down because we are doing EKS and AKS. Okay. So these are the primary important things which I'll be touching on, right? And why this is giving like this. And I hope you have written down in your notes all these differentiating factors. So let's start with the first set of things. Okay. So the number one thing which we will be focusing on today is, guys, if you see any Azure account, which we will be seeing today, okay, I'll be creating an account. I have already my Azure account. I will tell you all the steps, how you can create your account. What are the things that you have to take care, necessary important things to create an Azure account. Okay. So you have an Azure account. So basically in cloud, you will have multiple regions, right? Regions you will have. So in Azure also, you will have regions, but only difference is in AWS, you have the entire UI getting changed as per the region. Okay. So you suppose you go to US West 2, your entire UI gets changed. If you go to US West 1, your entire UI gets changed. But whereas in terms of Azure, if you take the entire dashboard, all the resources of all regions, all resources of all regions will be in single dashboard. So here I don't like this factor because it looks very clumsy to search any resource from any kind of account. So I usually love AWS in terms of giving that feasibility of shifting the regions, but here you cannot shift the region. Any region you create, all of the data will be in single dashboard, guys. Okay, so that is like clumsy thing, but we have to go with that. That's how the Azure is designed. Okay, so I will again roll out my Microsoft OneNote. Yeah, so all of you see here. So let's consider like you have an Azure account. Very simple here. Okay, so you have an Azure account. So in this use case of Azure infrastructure, the Azure is divided into multiple layers, guys. Okay, the first layer in Azure will be resource group. Okay, very important. This resource group in Azure is the primary layer for your infrastructure. Now you can call like a layer, or you can call like a grouping of all the items together. Okay, for example, suppose I am creating a Walmart's application deployment in Azure. Okay, suppose I'm going to deploy Walmart's one application into Azure. So what I have to do is I have to create a resource group for this application, and I have to tag all the resources, okay, under this group. It means that this will be the primary layer for my Azure, and under this, all my Azure layers or Azure service 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all the service, whatever you create, will be mapped to your resource group. This is the step number one, which we have to do whenever we start a project. The step number one is we create a resource group in Azure, and whatever we do, let's say like I am creating VPC, I am creating, virtual networks. I'm creating virtual networks, I'm creating virtual machines, I'm creating virtual machine scale set, I'm creating HDI, I'm creating some monitors. Anything should be there in the resource group. That is the step number one. So step number one, resource group creation. So this resource group will act like a grouping of resources. Okay, so it holds all the resources together in Azure. Very simple. Okay, so basically we have seen till now one component of Microsoft Azure, that is your resource group. With that, all the components will be tied together. Let's now see what is the next primary component that we are going to look. The next primary component we are going to look is virtual network. Okay, so in this virtual network, this is similar to like your VPC, which you have created many times in AWS, but only difference here is this network will be will be having the subnets, the NAT gateways, same components, the subnets, the NAT gateways, and all the things. But the primary difference is that here little bit more advanced features are there with respect to AWS. We can little bit cover those in the advanced concepts. As of now, I'll be touch basing on each of the component, why it is needed. But if you are creating anytime virtual network, it also to be mapped with the resource group, and the subnets, the NAT gateways, or the virtual machine scale set, application gateway, all those things should be residing in the virtual network. Let's consider like you have created a virtual network, and here in Azure, I don't know why it is happening like this today. Yeah, like namespace, correct. Yes, like a namespace. Oh, GCP also it's same. Okay, I was not sure, Guru. So like a namespace. Yes, that's very true, whatever you have told. Sorry guys, I am not sure why this is giving all the time like this issue. So we have talked about the virtual network, right, inside the resource group. So this virtual network usually holds the subnets. Here the subnets remains the same, and the availability zones also remains the same under the architecture. So this can be your AZ2, this can be your AZ1, and inside this you can have your subnets. So subnets are nothing, same like your data points, how you divide your infrastructure in the smaller components. Here you can have your subnet 1, which can be your public subnet, and subnet again 1 on the AZ2, which can be your public subnet 1 and public subnet 2, and there can be other subnets also. So basically what we are trying to do is we have a cake Okay, just imagine this as a cake, and we are dividing this cake into the equal portions so that I can distribute my traffic, or I can distribute this amount of pieces to equal number of people. Let's say this is availability zone 1, this is availability zone 2. So I have two subnets here, subnet 1, subnet 2. Here also I have two subnets, subnet 1, subnet 2. So all this traffic which is coming inside the Azure is basically managed with the help of, here there will be one component called as application gateway. Okay, so this application gateway, okay, so I will just little bit change this topic here. Yeah, so I'll create one here. It can be your DNS. Okay, Azure DNS, there is one more component similar like your Route 53. There is one more component in Azure DNS, so this will be taking the traffic for you. And let's say like from here I am distributing the load to my systems. So this is your application gateway. It is like your load balancer in AWS. Are you getting, guys, whatever I am talking about? Yes or no, quickly? Are you getting whatever I'm talking? Application gateway means load balancer, public subnet, private subnet, your virtual networks, all are as same as your AWS. Are you getting, guys? Give me a yes if you are able to understand what we are talking about. Yes. What about others? Quickly. Yes. Able to understand? People on LinkedIn, are you guys following, or I'm just talking on air and you are not understanding? What is your take? Able to understand? Okay, people on LinkedIn are also are making Sunday today. So yeah, okay, great. You are able to understand, right? Oh, a little bit late. Okay, no issues. No, application gateway is like a load balancer. Amish, application gateway is like a load balancer. Okay. Now you need to understand that once this architecture is ready, let's say on a high level, right? You are getting your traffic. You need to have some storage also, right? So basically in Azure, you have Azure storage accounts. Okay. In this storage accounts, you have containers. These are not Docker containers. Basically, these are the containers where you say, like in AWS, it is like a S3, and in AWS, it's like a bucket. Okay, very simple. So S3 is equal to Azure storage accounts, and containers is equal to buckets. So as simple as that. So in Azure, you have Azure storage accounts, which is equal to S3, and containers, which are equal to your bucket. So any EC2 instance or any VMs you create, you will have here the blob storage or different kinds of storage. You can take Azure Data Lake storage. So in terms of storage, okay, Azure has different kinds of storage, guys. Blob storage, file storage, okay, and then they have like table storage, okay, and little bit on the, maybe you want to store big data related things, right? Then you have DLS, Azure Data Lake storage. Okay, so in these storages, usually the blob storage is considered as the basic storage, the first point of storage you can take. If you want to store more files, if you are dealing with daily the files, like retrieval of the files, reading of the files, downloading of the files, or uploading of the files, then you go with the file storage. Suppose you are dealing with the tabular data. Let's say like I am having an Excel of data, I want to store more that kind of data on the tabular format, then you go with the tabular format storage. So storages are there in Azure, you can definitely take it. And suppose you want to work with big data applications, there is Azure Data Lake storage. Okay, so as simple as that, this is your Azure Data Lake storage, which you can actually work with big data related things. Suppose I have 15 million data. Okay, I have 15 million data which is trying to come to the Azure application. Okay, and in this Azure application, I am storing my 15 million of data onto the cluster which we call HDI. Have you heard EMR, guys, by any chance? EMR, have you heard this term? EMR, elastic map reduce in AWS. Yeah, has anyone heard this? Yes or no? Not heard? EMR? Yes. Only one person? No. Okay, so EMR in AWS is basically for your higher volumes of data to handle, whereas in the case of, yes, AWS EMR, whereas in the case of your data lake storage for Azure, for storing the big data related things, you have HDI clusters. Okay, so I am just touch basing because I have worked on this kind of project. So in HDI, it has Hadoop, okay, HDFS, okay, Zookeeper. Okay, don't need to remember all these things being a DevOps engineer, but just I'm telling Zookeeper. Then you have what is that? Zookeeper, HDFS, Hadoop, worker nodes. Okay, okay, node manager, resource manager. Okay, these all are things which are related to your data. So if anyone is interested in data, you can definitely explore this particular HDI cluster. Okay, now let's go on to other subsets which we were talking about. So all of you see here, whenever you, Guru is telling something. Yeah, it's to do with big data. Yeah, Elastic MapReduce is a cloud platform by AWS that allows you to process large data sets quickly and cost effectively. Yes, that's great. Yeah. So all of you see here, for doing today's project, we will be leveraging Azure portal, guys. Okay. So I will give you all the steps how to create an Azure portal. Don't need to worry about anything. So simply you have to take like sign in or create the Azure portal. Okay, and you have to go here and create your free account today. You can do it. You have to give the same things that you have given to your AWS, your email ID, your phone number, your address, your data, your credit card from which the 2 rupees will be debited. And then once you have done all the things, then the Azure portal will look like this. Okay, so in this Azure portal, let me show you quickly what are the things that you will be watching with me today. So one is your resource groups, which I have talked about. So these are the resource groups which will be helping you to connect all the resources for the particular project. Okay, so that's how the resource groups will look like. Let me show you quickly right now. Okay, so if you see, as of now, there is a resource group here. And also one more thing, in Azure, there will be subscriptions, guys. So subscriptions are very important in Azure because whatever you are working in Azure, it will go to the cost center. Okay, so every project will have a subscription, and I will tell you how this subscription works. So in another 5 minutes, I will tell you everything. And this is the region where my subscription I have taken in, and our project will be deployed in this region only as of now. Does it sounds good, everyone? Yeah. So now let's understand. Let's say like if I go and create a resource group manually without the Terraform. So first of all, if you see here, it's asking me which subscription you want to create. So all the cost related things are mapped to the subscription. So subscription is the parent and resource group, and under resource group, all the components of Azure are there. And whichever region you want to create that resource group, you can select here accordingly. Okay. Now all of you see here, before you start this project, all of you see here, you have to go to the subscriptions. And because you are having the new, how many of you have old accounts? How many of you have your Azure accounts, by the way? You have Azure accounts with you guys? Yes, no? How many of you have Azure accounts with you? Like you have not used or you are using, what is the status of Azure accounts? You have Azure account, good. What about others? No. What about others quickly? Yeah, Omar, you will have obviously because you are batch 8, right? Gaurav, you don't have? Okay, yes, 1 month back, no. Okay. What about others quickly? It's expired. Okay, right. Don't have, yes. People on LinkedIn, Sarath is saying yes. No. Paid subscription, even I am using the paid subscription right now. Okay, so all of you see here, when you take the Azure subscription, first will be the free subscription for you. Okay, so as of now, if you see here, my free subscription is completed. Okay, as of now, I am in the subscription of paid subscription. So whenever you want to create any subscription, you have to come here and create. Okay, so now one important thing, suppose I go here, if you see, every subscription will have a subscription ID, guys. Okay, so this is very much important for your project to roll out. So you need to make sure you have your subscription ID. Okay, so all of you see here, let's start with the project now. This was the resource group, which I have told you now. And this is the subscription. Okay, so you have seen these two. If you see the virtual networks, this is how the virtual networks looks like. And if you create any virtual network, it will be the same steps as you have done in the Azure, AWS. But only thing is you have to select subscription every time you create any resource in the Azure, and you have to select which resource group you are mapping. And similarly, like what is your name, which region, and all those things it will ask, and you have to create. So all these things we will do in the Terraform hands-on. I'll show you. So if you see here, Kubernetes service, as of now, the Kubernetes service is not there in here, but we will be creating the Azure Kubernetes service with Terraform, right? So Kubernetes service is also not there, and we don't have any deployments. Now, one more component we have is the storage accounts. Let's say I create a storage account here, right? It's similar like your S3 bucket. It will ask you subscription. It will ask you resource group. You give some storage account name. You say like which kind of device. So guys, all of you see here, I told, right, storage accounts are of 3 types: Azure Data Lake Gen 2, Azure File Storage, Table Storage, or Blob Storage also you can take it, right? Azure Blob Storage or Data Lake Storage 2. If I select this, it will ask you what kind of data you want to run: big data, backup of archive, what kind of storage you are doing, cloud native, standard or premium, and review and create. Okay, so basically in the S3 bucket also, if you have seen, there will be multiple S3 buckets like infrequent access, standard buckets, Glacier. So here also you can see the same type of buckets. Okay, right? So all of you tell me, till now we have seen all the things. Are you able to understand something? Yes, right. So all of you see here, what we will quickly do, I will quickly take out my project handbook for you, guys. Okay. Okay, where is the project handbook? Okay, I think, yeah. So this is the project handbook for you all. Okay, so we are going to do here with Azure Kubernetes and Terraform, we are going to roll out. Okay, so step number 1, we will see quickly what are the steps. Step 1 prerequisite is create the Azure portal and install the Visual Studio Code. This is the coding platform for all of you guys. So I am always telling you can use either the Visual Studio Code, or you can go with IntelliJ, or you can go with Eclipse. Any of these are good. If you are working in a project real time, IntelliJ is good. If you are doing for POCs for learning purpose, then your IDE for Visual Studio should be good. Okay. So you install this, and also you need to install the Azure CLI. Okay. So I will tell you all the steps how you do it. So all of you see here, go to the Azure portal. Step number 1, portal.azure.com. So I will close all these things. I'll make this here. Okay. So step number 1 is portal.azure.com. You go, submit your details, log into the portal, grab free Azure credits. So all of you listen here. If you have 0 credits, free credits, you can create a new account. Okay. Install Azure CLI. Click this link. It will take you to this page. You can select which type of OS you are using, whether it is Linux, Mac, or Windows, and you can install as per your interest. Open the terminal or command prompt. Install Terraform, which you have already done yesterday. So according to your system, Mac OS, Windows OS, or Linux, you can select your Terraform installation. Okay. Now, step number 3, from here, the things get changed for the Azure. Yeah, definitely, Guru. Just I will complete this project and then we can definitely have the screen share. I'm very much good because even people want to know, right? Okay, so all of you see here, what is step number 3? Give the below command. So all of you see here, in order to talk, let's say this is my laptop, guys, whatever the screen you are seeing, this is my laptop. Suppose I want my laptop to talk with any of this service or basically Microsoft Azure. So what I have to do simply is I have to make sure I am doing the AZ login. Okay, so all of you see here, from step 3, the music get changed. Okay, so from step 3, let's do one by one. You have to do AZ login. So once you do the AZ login, it will take you to the portal like this. You have to say which URL you are going to use, which email you are going to use, and once you say yes, it will say a success message. So it will say like, okay, boss, you are ready to use the Azure CLI with this project. The same thing which you are able to see here. Once you have done the AZ login command, go to your Azure portal and create a subscription if you don't have any subscription. That is very much important. That is why I have asked you all to create a first new account. With that, you will get free Azure credits, and there will be a free subscription already created. Okay. Now, step number 5, give the below command in your local laptop terminal. Okay. So that is very, very much important, guys. Okay, LinkedIn people silently watching, let me pull you up. If you are sleeping, I can pull you up quickly. Okay, so people are watching a little bit, right? So all of you see here. So step number 5 will be give your below command in your local laptop terminal. So here, the tricky part is we are using Azure CLI, guys. So whatever you are seeing on my screen, everything is on Azure CLI. Okay. So what you do, AZ account set subscription, you copy this, and whatever your subscription ID is, you need to change with that. So what I will do is, all of you see here, I'll copy this. I'll put it, I'll put it here, clear the screen. So I would have used the same command somewhere before coming to this class. I was doing the hands-on. So let me take out the same command for you. So much commands I was running in, all right, before coming to the class. Yeah. So this is my subscription ID. If you are able to see 9479C. So I will do AZ account set subscription. So I am using this current subscription. And if you are able to see, there will be one more command here, AZ Azure AD service principal account. Now what we are doing, so whenever we are trying to access any of the service in Azure or AWS, basically you have to create a role for that. Yes or no, guys? Do you create a role, Azure role? Yes. True. You create, right, Azure roles. Yes. So what happens? Okay, guys, what happens when you create a IAM role? We are trying to give a user the permission, right? Very simply, we are trying to give the user the permission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy this, right? And I'm going to just make sure in the terminal, I'm going to hit it. And you see here, whatever the spaces are here, you don't need to worry. And again, might be I have the history with me. So what I will do is I will take, okay, history, it's not showing all the commands. Yeah. So this was the thing I was talking about. So all of you see here, when I talk about AZ add service principal create for RBAC, the role name is contributor and the scope for my subscription. So what I'm telling is, hey boss, you give the CLI the access of service principal so that this person can create some resources on Azure. Are you able to understand, guys? Yeah. Are you able to understand? Yeah, okay, you are not able to see, sorry. Guys, all of you see here, this is the next step. We have to create a service principal in Azure so that I have to tell that my user, it means Praveen, is going to create infra on Azure. Okay, so for creating the infra, what Praveen will do? Praveen will be making sure he is giving the contributor access, right, for this subscription, his own subscription. So if you see here, I'm going to do AZ add service principal for this one, and it will give me some steps here. So let's see. Okay. So it's going to tell me that, yes, boss, creating contributor role assignment under this scope. So once you have done, these are important, guys. So what you have to do, you have to quickly copy this and save it somewhere in your notepad, because this app ID, this display name, this password and tenant are important factors for your Terraform to give access to Azure to create infrastructure. So we will be using all these things in the next commands so that my Terraform is able to create. So step number 6, create the service principal by giving the values obtained from step number 5 command, refer the screenshot. So all of you see here, app ID is client ID, password is client secret, tenant is tenant ID. So what you have to do is AZ login. Now you are logging with the service principal account. Okay. So what I'm going to do is AZ login service principal account. So I'll just copy this till here. Okay. All of you see here carefully. So AZ login service principal, and what is that? -u is client ID, right? -u is client ID is mapped to what? App ID. So you put here -u, okay, and app ID, this one. Okay. And what is the next command? Client ID is done. -p. So -p is basically for what? You are using client secret. So you will be using client secret, which is equal to password in the above command. So what is your password, guys? This is your password. Okay. So you put it here. And after that, what is the next one? Tenant ID. So what is your tenant? So all of you see here, I'll be putting hyphen TENANT, tenant. And that is your tenant ID here. So we will be copying this tenant ID here. So why we are doing all these things? To give access to Azure, okay, so that we can create a infrastructure on Azure. So basically, service principal, we have given the enabled access, state enabled, okay, right. So with the step number 6, we have enabled the state of service principal. Are you all clear till step number 6? Yes. Are you all clear? What about others? Are you all clear with step number 6? Great. About others who are watching me newly or who don't know me, please tell yes. Yes, no. Yes. Good. Okay, great. So great. That's great, right? So you have got the service principal and your service principal is enabled for the Terraform to roll out the infrastructure for you. Okay. So after this, what you have to do is simply see here, clone the code to the local. So this is your code, which you will be seeing once you are able to download the data. And then you see here, step number 7, add the Azure Terraform plugin in the VS Code. So I have already told you yesterday. So you have to go to your help button. You have to search your extension. And once you click on the extension, you have to search for Terraform, right? And you can install here HashiCorp Terraform plugin. So that is as simple as that. So yesterday you would have done all these things. So after that, one important thing, guys, all of you see here. Okay. So basically what is my take here is in the variables.tf. Okay. All of you see here in Terraform, this file is used to create variables. Okay. So in the variables.tf, please change whatever the values are here. Okay. So in code, all the values which you are seeing will be like this. All of you see here, guys, all of your eyes on the screen. In the code, all the values will be like this. Is it clear, everyone? So you have to change all the values according to your subscription ID, client secret, tenant ID, which you got from the above step. We saved it here, right? So all the data will be coming from here. Is it clear, everyone? Does it make sense, guys? Yes. So that's what I've told you. Step 7.1, fill all the details with this star in variables.tf from the values that are obtained from step number 6. Okay. So once you have done this, okay, then you will be able to see that all the things are ready for you to roll out. Now, initially what you are going to do in your Terraform code, this Terraform code is having the Kubernetes architecture. Okay. So all these files which you are seeing providers.tf. So we are using Azure. So in the yesterday's class, you would have seen AWS, but this class you will be seeing Azure. And if you are able to see variables.tf, if you are able to see main.tf, right? So here we are going to use Azure resource, Azure RM resource group. So this block is used to create the resource group. This block is used to create the random IDs. This block is used to create the Azure Analytics. Okay, clearly listen. This is used to create the Azure Log Analytics, basically to monitor the containers. Okay, and this is from here you are going to create Kubernetes cluster. Okay, all of you see here, my Kubernetes cluster name is Hey DevOps. Okay, I don't want to change it. Let it be like this. Okay, if I change it, then there will be some issues. If I'm not able to find that, then there will be some more issues. Time will be spent. So I don't want to do that, but you can try it definitely. So all of you see here, how do you create the Kubernetes cluster? You use Azure RM Kubernetes cluster name, var.cluster name, var.location, Azure RM resource group. So you see here, everywhere we are providing the resource group, DNS, default node pool. Now this is important, guys. How many nodes we are going to create? So in Azure, you have a node pool, okay, an agent pool, very important. So similarly, how you have in the AWS the worker nodes concept, here you have node pool concept, which takes care of your expansion and compression of the nodes. So this node pool in Azure takes care of all the data. And if you see agent count in the variable.tf, if I tell you in the variable.tf, okay, the agent count is 3. So we are having 3 worker nodes, okay, for us to create. And which location we are using, guys? West US2. Is it clear? Okay, I'll be telling you. Great. Okay, thanks a lot. Got it? Okay, is it clear, guys, everyone? Right. So all of you see here. Let me quickly do the Terraform init first for you all. So all of you see here, initially, we were not having anything on Azure Kubernetes service. Okay, so here it is 0. I am going to create my Kubernetes service in West US2. As of now, I don't have anything. So I'm going to create. Okay, so I have initialized the data. So after that, what it is? Terraform plan. So you're going to plan your architecture, which we have seen yesterday. So basically, you are sending the plan. Let's say like I am doing the plan 9.out. So it's going to create a plan for me and save all the plan to this plan 9.out. Once I have done this, I'll be doing a Terraform apply that plan.out and plan 9.out. So now all of you see here in this, the architectural components that are going to create will be like this. Okay, Azure log analytics for monitoring, Azure resource group. So one by one, all the components will be created. But here one troubleshooting thing is there. Suppose if any error comes while you are creating, okay, so basically the error will come because the resource group which you have, okay, yeah. So let me show you what that error will come in the screenshot. Okay, so you see here the subscriptions which you have. Okay, so what will happen is in the subscription, you have to go here, and in the settings, if you see here, the settings, okay, 1 second, what was that? Settings, resource providers. Yeah, so you go to the resource providers here in the settings, and here you need to give permission of various resources in Microsoft, okay, so that the subscription and the resource are connected together. Okay, so what error will come? If you see here the screenshot, it is telling Microsoft that container service is not added in this subscription. So what you have to do, you have to search here Microsoft.container service. Okay, so you see here I have already registered. So similarly, whatever the subscriptions it will ask, you have to come here, you have to come to the resource provider, and you have to give access, and you have to say register. As of now, I will not do because I have already done. Does it make sense? Yeah, so Nidish is telling a DNS prefix is a unique identifier used by a DNS setup to distinguish between different instances or service within a domain. Yeah, great. Any questions you have till now? So our Azure will be rolling out. So let's see like how it goes. Okay, so you see here, guys, what is the latest version we are using? 1.29.7 US West 2, and resource group is DevOps resource group. So if I click on the resource group, you will be able to see all the components that I'm going to create with the Terraform. So let's see, guys, what are the components that I'm going to create? Okay, container insights, container analytics. So these are Azure monitors which are connected to my container service. They will be continuously extracting the data. You can see once you get here, the logs are generated, you will be able to see Azure monitor. Okay, so let's wait for some more time for my cluster to spin up. Meanwhile, any questions you have, I'm happy to take it. Any questions you have for me? Any questions? No? Okay, till now all are clear? That's great, actually. People on LinkedIn, are you clear? Yes, no? Great, nice. LinkedIn people. Okay, so this cluster is getting created. Okay, and meanwhile that is getting created, I will take the batch 9 doubts. Anyone who wants to enroll in batch 9 or have any queries with respect to batch 9, you can ask me. Can we create subscription via Terraform? No, subscription has to be created in the portal. Okay, the error is similar to in AWS. The role is not having. Yeah, that's true. Viru, that's true. Okay, Raghu is having question with respect to batch 9. Please ask your query, Raghu. Until and unless this cluster is spinning up, it will take like 10 minutes of time. We can have some queries. Okay, please post the queries in the chat. And as you are aware that we have started the batch 9, and it's going to be all the data will be rolling out from tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow or day after tomorrow for your learnings. So starting from Linux, we'll be learning everything, and this projects will be helping you to upskill in your career. So starting from weekends, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday, the classes will be starting. And the course includes, you see here, live interactive classes, doubts clearing session, real-time projects, my interview questions, my Verizon, Walmart, and Infosys resume, 400 plus interview questions, which I have cleared and which I'm going to clear also, will be added in the batch 9. Mock interviews will be taken, LinkedIn profile optimizations will be done, and project roles and responsibilities will be given. So anyone who is interested can take this batch 9 link and you can enroll yourself, right? And you can ask your queries also. Yeah, 3 days in a week. That's true. 3 days in a week. Okay, links for batch 9 is showing. That's great, Deepinder. Can we start the batch 9 or weekend 1 hour earlier? So it will be some convenience to offshore people to join. So Amish, offshore people are joining all the time. Okay, I would suggest what you can do is you can join first few sessions and then you can understand the pace and then you can do the recordings, watch the recordings. Okay, timings 9 a.m. IST. So timings everyone is asking. So here is the timing, guys. 9 a.m. IST to 11:30 a.m. IST. Tomorrow it will be updated here. I will tell the team to update here. I think that is why most of you are getting confused with the timings. So I will ask team to little bit expand this page and add it here, or wherever you see, we will be adding that place. Hi Praveen, is the projects different from batch 8? Yes, Race, the projects are different from batch 8. Always I make sure I upgrade all the projects which are important for your learnings. What is the difference between software developer and DevOps engineer? Software developer who codes, DevOps engineer who can actually understand deployments, who can actually understand reliability, who can understand production issues and all those things. Okay. Yeah, Wednesday also. Rajendra, that's true. 9 a.m. IST, it's 4:30 a.m. for UK. Yeah. Okay, any questions you have? So until we see here our, okay, our system has been spinned up. Okay, now all of you see here, our Kubernetes architecture is deployed. Yeah, timing is correct, Guru. Yeah. So all of you see here, the Kubernetes cluster has been deployed. And here the biggest advantage in AKS, Azure Kubernetes services, everything is differentiated, guys. You see namespace, all the namespace resources will be differentiated. You see workloads, all the workloads will be differentiated. Unlike in AWS, okay, core DNS autoscaler, so which we have seen in the week 1, core DNS, autoscaler, connectivity agent, metric server, ingress, if you have any ingress controllers, right, services, you can see here, and storage accounts, what exactly the storage accounts are using, and everything I will be showing you. So just wait. So we will create some workloads now. So all of you see here, once you have done this, you will be able to see all these things. Okay. And now let's do this. If it is giving the data or not, let's see. Okay, tell me, is it giving me the data, guys? Yeah, it's not giving the data. So that is the reason what you have to do. You have to follow the previous steps. So what are the previous steps? Let me tell you quickly. Okay. So you have to make sure you run this command and you are generating the kubeconfig file into this file. Okay. So you are giving this. And once this is created, come down. And what you have to do, remove the first and the last line with EOT file in Hey DevOps. Okay. So all of you see here what I will do. Okay. Sorry. vim./Hey DevOps. So this file, if you see here, there will be a start of the EOT. You have to make the backspace, and at the end, at the end, if you see, there will be a EOT. Okay, so once you have done this, this is a Kubernetes config file. Then you have to export this config file, and that's it. Your Kubernetes will be listening to all your pods. Okay, I think still it's taking time. Okay, got it. So all of you see here, when we are running a all command in kube system namespace, it is going to give me all the data that is there. Okay, so replica sets, deployments, daemon set, everything on Azure it is going to give me. And if you see here in the Azure dashboard, all the namespaces, suppose I go into the kube system namespace, I can see here all the data. Okay, how many pods I have, what is the data it is showing, what exactly it is having. So all the things you can see here. Okay, you can see here service mesh is 𝐄𝐚𝐫𝐿 if I have any service mesh. So all the things you will be able to see here. Suppose I come back, I go to the workloads. So this will be the Kubernetes workloads with respect to the particular namespace. If I can filter out, suppose kube system, I am going to take it. What are the different kinds of data I can get it here? Custom resources, if I have created any custom resource definitions for my project, I can see here, and all the things will be seen. Is it clear? Does it make sense? What is the name of namespace? It's kube system. Yeah, it's if you see here, kube system. I have given everything in the document, so don't need to worry. Okay, I'll show here again. Yeah, so this is the data point for you. Yes. Okay, Suren is asking one question. Praveen, KH cluster create under the subscription, right? If we want different project to create another cluster under separate subscription ID, I have to configure a service principal. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, default is kube system, guys. Okay, so that's the things we have taken from project. Okay, this documents will be rolled out. Actually, to be very honest, so much things I am doing on the back end. Okay, for this live to happen. Okay, so I think that's why today I wanted to take a little bit rest. Okay, so from morning I was into various kinds of calls, so that's why I have kept on directly project. I didn't wanted to go in depth as your teach you everything, and even we are continuously doing teachings from last 2 days, and last week also I was doing. So little bit I wanted to make it early, but yeah, nevertheless, guys, batch 9 is started for you all. If anyone is interested, you can definitely enroll by today, because from tomorrow different kinds of data points will be added in your website, and few videos will also be added in the website for you to start learning. Is it clear, guys? So anyone who is interested for batch 9, you can enroll, you can book your seat, you can see all the projects, whatever the projects are here, and you can be the part of the batch 9. Any questions with respect to batch 9, guys? I'm open to take your queries. Any questions, any doubts, any sort of doubt you have in your mind, I'm going to help you. Yes. Thanks a lot, Bhargav. That's really great. Any doubts you have? No doubts? Do we have some videos for head start so we can prepare? Yeah, from tomorrow, Amish, from tomorrow, videos, content, and little bit prep guide will be added in the website. Okay, definitely, that's true. Okay, what else the questions you have? Quickly, guys. Bro, can you make pop-up auto hide? Okay, I cannot do that, yeah. I don't know. Auto hide, I am not sure. Okay. So guys, if anyone is enrolling in batch 9, let me know your name. Okay, how many of you have not enrolled, by the way? You have not enrolled in batch 9, but you are here watching me speaking live. How many of you are here? How many of you are here? Give me a yes if you have not enrolled in batch 9, but you are watching me here. Okay, now you are not typing also. Okay. Guru, you are our guru. Okay. So yeah, except Guru. Anyone who is, yeah, okay. Gaurav, Viru, you are watching every live. I know you by name. Akhil, yeah, Akhil also I know. Every live you join. Saurav, I don't know you. Basically, this is the first time I'm knowing your name. Anyone else who is watching me on live and you have not joined my batch 9? Who are those? I just want to know. Okay, Akhil, you are from batch 6. Yes. See, I know, right? Bala Murugan. Okay. Bangladesh, Anisha Talukdar. Yeah, Bangladesh. Great. So, guys, if anyone wants to enroll, you can enroll, right, with the best price in the market. That bare minimum guarantee I can give. The content, the experience, the companies that I have cracked, or anything, all the things will be given to you with my skills. Okay. So if anyone wants to enroll, I'll be waiting for next 5 minutes here. Anyone is interested, you can enroll and we can talk also in the live if you have any questions. Great, Rajendra, that's great. Okay. So any questions you have, and LinkedIn, I can share the LinkedIn people also the link. Everyone is Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday aao padao. ठीक है. It's really like, okay. So anyone who is willing to enroll for batch 9, okay, so I'm giving you the live link. Yeah, so Anisha, right. So you can see that I'm not allowed to spend on Azure. Guru is telling I'm not allowed to spend on Azure as part of my corporate expense. I'm allowed only to AWS. Okay. Okay, great. Batch timings, it's morning 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. IST Manmohan Mirkar. Okay. At Praveen Singampalli, I want to switch domain from web developer to DevOps. Yes. Why you want to switch web developer? See, why you want to switch? Balamorgan, first you tell me that. If you don't like that domain, that I can understand, but what is the reason? Okay, understood. Yeah, I will definitely share, Rajendra. By evening, I will share. No issues in that. Okay, bro. In Python, is it normal Python or relevant to not normal Python? Yeah, relevant to DevOps. Relevant to DevOps. Yeah, very important. Yeah, that's what Guru. I was asking why he want to come from the web to here, right? All week or weekends and Wednesday. Okay, weekends will be on 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. IST, right? So you see here, I'll tell you, interacting live environment, live classes, weekends 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. IST, 60 plus hours of live session, 30 plus downloadable resource, class recording will be available. Wednesday doubts clearing session, every Wednesday doubts clearing session, 14 plus projects, 15 plus assignments, certificate of completion, and 2 years course validity. As simple as that. But as you all are asking, so I will be adding here also the details. Okay. Right. Add DevOps to, yeah, sure. When the batch was started? No, it's not started. It's going to start yet, guys. Batch 9 is going to start. So once you enroll, from tomorrow, the details will be rolled out. Okay. So, bro, I am AWS DevOps students. When I add this Azure Dev, yeah, you can add it definitely. Yes, there are a lot of web framework to learn. Each time it's very time consuming. Okay, batch starting date September 3rd week, but from tomorrow we are going to roll out the data on the batch. Okay, so those who have enrolled, please keep an eye on the website or the content which will be released. Okay, so quickly, guys, 3 people I'm going to take from this live Wednesday evening. Yeah, Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. IST. Okay, so 3 people who are willing to enroll, you can enroll, and then we will talk with you all if you have any queries. Another 2 minutes, then we can talk. Yeah, I think people should talk. Yeah. Yeah. So Guru, you want to join the stream? I'm okay. Like I can like 15-20 minutes we can talk if you are okay. And anyone who have doubts to ask Guru, because I see that on my channel people are loving Guru. Okay, so like I have got few comments also. Guru, if you see like previous live videos, you see people are like understanding. Even Archana, she talked in the batch 8 today's class. She was telling like it was really good. Yeah. Okay, so I'll stop my screen share. Yes. Hi, Guru.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. One last question I will take. Anisha, it's DevOps, not web development. Okay. Right. Hey, hi, Guru. Sorry.
No.
Yeah. So today is Sunday, right? So people are very much like maybe you can say
Lazy.
like, yeah, I didn't wanted to use that term, but yeah.
There's nothing wrong in saying the truth.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep last night at all.
Why? What happened?
Oh, well, enjoying my coding.
Okay. Okay. See.
Because I slept at 8 and woke up at 10. And then I thought, okay, I want to migrate a lot of my repositories from Azure DevOps because I had some old repositories. So I
Mhm.
moved them from Azure DevOps to GitHub and then upgrading the backend and everything. So yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah. People. Yeah. So anyone who wants to talk with us, hi Guru sir, how do we connect Python script to AWS?
Uh the thing is, you can connect, you can use something called Boto 3. Boto 3 is a framework which can allow you to connect to, it's called Boto 3 client. Okay. Can I share my screen if you don't
Yeah. Yeah.
mind?
Please.
Hold on. I think it will be too sharp. Just give me 1 minute. Uh, I think mine is too sharp. I have to make a change. Just give me a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fine. No issues.
Now it is visible properly.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's visible. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So look at something called Python Boto 3. Sorry, Boto 3. Yeah, Boto 3. So what happens is it's a very simple thing. Pip install Boto 3 and that's it. And then you can authenticate automatically to your AWS because it uses a client. And when you execute the Python script from your application, it will use your existing AWS CLI credentials and automatically do it for you. But if you want to deploy an application, you have to set up something called a role within the application using a service account and it will automatically work. But to the framework which you can interact with AWS services is called Boto 3. I hope I answered the question.
Yeah. I think he should be able to. Okay, great. Ahmad, thanks a lot. Rajay is telling why only selected messages are being read. Every message is being read. I saw your message just now. So last. Okay. Guru sir, you told us to show your Azure account.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, for example, I just, this is my Azure account. Yes. So, if I go to my all resources, it's blank, obviously, because I did not execute any uh, Terraform script yet. So, if you see, if I go to my subscription, yeah, Azure subscription, by the way, just be careful, guys. Remember, I am based out of UK, so the cloud laws are a bit different in India. When you try to register a credit card or a debit card, you have to go through verification, which may take some time and it may not work. But in UK and Western countries, if you have a valid credit card, it subscribes immediately. So you may have some issues. Just wait and raise a support ticket if your card is not accepted. Yeah, in UK, if I have a valid credit card, it will send me a text I have to just verify, that's it. So it's pretty simple. And then what you do is you get something called a billing profile, which is what is your thing. And that's it really. Cost management, all we can do later, but my subscriptions is here. Azure subscription one. Yeah. So my suggestion would be is to make sure that your credit card details or whatever credit card your details used comes in and your subscription list is not empty. Else you will not be able to do anything. And when you do it, make sure that you subscribe to the $200 free. And one question was asked was, till how many times is it free? There is no limitations. I think it's 1.5 years or something like that. And some of them are always free anyway. So depends on what you want to use. Yeah. Any questions asked? But that's not much to say. I did not use. And by the way, if you don't have a good machine, you can always use Cloud Shell here and execute all of your commands in here as well, just to have some fun. Let's say if your laptop is slow, if your internet is slow, just use the browser and click this. Once you have your icon, click on this, and all the tools you require, like AZ or whatever it is, already is installed. So you don't have to install everything on your machine. See, everything is there. So just in case if your laptop is slow, then my suggestion is use the Cloud Shell. Yeah.
Okay, so Guru, Bala is asking this question to you. Is there any specific reason you guys recommend to not switching domains?
Okay. Maybe hide the message so that they can see us. Okay?
Yeah.
Think from a recruiter's perspective or recruitment company's perspective. I'll take myself as an example. I started as a Java developer in India, but I moved to UK very early. Well, I didn't have any career in India anyway. I came here 23 years ago as a Java developer. But whilst doing Java, I also learned about, at that time, DevOps was not a word. We used to call them build engineering or build masters or something, and infrastructure engineers. We started with both. I learned that side-by-side version control. At that time, Git was not available. We had Perverse and CVS and a lot of other tools, SVN, or what we call Subversion. So I learned the administration of those tools. Then, when I wanted to move out, when I applied for the job, I put in my CV that I'm development background and DevOps background and infrastructure background. Then getting a job becomes easier because now you are multi-skilled. So even though you may not be working as a web developer, but you know about web technology, so you will be able to create environments, create clusters, and do the build very easily compared to person who do not know web development. For example, if you're not from web development, let's say .NET, or let's say Node.js, no one will know what is bloody package.json, right? So that's what it is. So if you come from development background, put that and say you're looking for DevOps job only. That's fine. But don't say that you will only work on DevOps. Just say that you're multi-skilled and you're able to help in delivery of software. Remember, guys, most of the big companies, they don't have a role of only DevOps engineers. They have something called infrastructure engineers, which will be cloud and DevOps and some coding and some application tuning and configuration, which you have to look into anyway. Yeah. So please don't restrict your employment opportunities by saying I'm only going to do DevOps. It's not going to work. And your job scope will become less. But if you do everything, look at me. I do development, I do consulting, I do support. Support is very less, and I solve tickets, and I also do YouTube. But still, I finish by 5 o'clock. And my company tells me not to work after 5 o'clock. Yeah, and my job is 9 to 5. Even in 9 to 5, only 70% is officially the working hours. Rest 30% or 1.5 days is for your own learning. So you have to learn new skills and do this and do this, do certifications or learn new things. When I do YouTube, there is one more guy called from Switzerland. His name is 𝐶𝐴. I'll show you the screen, okay?
Yeah.
Share screen, entire, okay, here. If you go to youtube.com and search for a guy called 𝐶𝐴. He's based out of Switzerland. No, that's not the guy. Okay, hold on. ML engineer. Where is he? Hold on. Yeah, there you go. So this is the channel. His name is @map. This guy name is 𝐶𝐴. He's based out of Switzerland. I'll tell you, he's one of the best when it comes to GCP and AI. He's my colleague. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff. And some colleagues are Joshua Fox, and all of them are, some of them are Harvard educated. Yeah. So why do we do this? Because we also learn, we share our knowledge. By sharing our knowledge, we also become better. And we are multi-skilled. Yeah. And multi-skilled will make you more employable. Yeah. That would be my sincere advice to you. Don't switch. Do more than one job. No? And your job, imagine going to the same restaurant and eating the same dish for 3 months. It will become boring, man. Sometimes you have to switch, Sometimes eat pakoda, sometimes eat coffee, sometimes drink sweet, or sometimes have baganapalli also, mango. So it depends, no? Yeah, you don't have to eat the same gongura pachadi every day because you like it, right? No. Sometimes you can change also, and it's good for your health also to do different things. Yeah. So ML engineer from Shasha here is one of the best. If you want other channels also, I will. For example, Spring Developer, because I'm a Java developer. I use Spring Developer. Man, some of the technologies you will see in Spring is so awesome. If you guys want any help or something, ping me on LinkedIn. If you want to share my LinkedIn, if you can do that, that would be great. And also show them my YouTube channel. Okay, I don't do much in YouTube channel. I do very rarely, but yeah.
1 second.
That's my. I will put it in my private channel so that you can.
That will be helpful.
Yeah, and that's my YouTube channel.
Krishna, okay. So Krishna is asking, Krishna, see, I can give you this link if you want to talk on live. You can come on live. You can talk, right? Because from morning I am in teaching only. Again, I cannot talk separately on any call. So if you are available, definitely I can share you this link of StreamYard.
Yeah, Krishna, I think he wants to talk to me. Yeah, sure, Krishna. Ping me on LinkedIn. I have provided 2 URLs. Praveen, if you can do is, I have put it in private chat. Can you share it in the public so that they can also see?
Yeah. So these are the links, guys. If anyone wants to check Guru's pages, you can check.
No, your pop-up is coming up more. Okay. Wait.
No, yeah. I've checked it. Yeah.
Please.
What happened? Okay, I think there is a network issue with for Guru, or some issue happened, so he left. He will be joining. No, okay, he joined.
Sorry, mistake. I clicked the wrong link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So suggestion would be is to ping me. Obviously, be careful about the timings. Don't ping me at 8 o'clock in the morning India time. It will be 3:30. I will be sleeping. So please.
Yeah, that's true.
Be aware of the timing differences, and if you need any help, let me know. Any other questions, or should we go?
I think because it's Sunday, saturation, laziness, everything is there. So even people have joined less. So any other questions? Last 2 questions we'll be taking on the chat. Any doubts, please put it. So 7:18, it's already done. So Okay, I think no, people are just watching us.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I
exactly.
think we are good, Guru. Thanks a lot for joining again and see you in the next week. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Bye. Okay. So few questions are there. I'll quickly take up. Can we use the same credit card to multiple user accounts with different emails and phone? Yeah, you can use it. No issues. Can you tell about the what is it? About the distraction, sir? I have studied good, but only one bigger problem is the first topic is read very nice and understand, but when okay, then revision is important. One question ready, go ahead. Yeah, Nidish. Okay. Right. I have few queries. Rajay, please ask your question. Okay, Raven. Hey,
Sorry.
Raven, go ahead. Yeah.
Can you hear me, Praveen?
Yeah, I'm able to hear it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry, my voice is bad actually.
No problem.
I have a quick question. I'm in the job market in USA. I was looking for the DevOps engineer from past like 1 year.
Krishna is you,
Yeah,
Raven?
it's me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I was searching for the job from
Yeah.
almost like 1 year in the US. So I just want like you guys support any any kind of job support like proxy or kind of.
No, that thing we will not do. But whatever you need in terms of understanding, like maybe if you need like how to prepare, basically, right? So how I have cracked the companies, how my resumes are, how I teach the projects, all those things I do. But we don't have anyone like who actually does those things, right? But yeah, if you need any kind of person who will actually help you once you get a job, then maybe we can talk from India, like in our circle, we can check definitely. Once you join batch 9, you continue in the middle, you can tell me like, okay, Praveen, I need one person from India who can support me in the job. That I can do for sure.
Can I? Okay, can I get Guru details? Is he in USA or somewhere else?
He's in Canada, but yeah, you can definitely. I was waiting for you to join, but yeah, you can get him over LinkedIn. This is the ID for him. You can
Oh,
connect with him. So this is the ID. Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thanks. Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, London. Okay. So Praveen will tell from scratch in your paid course because I'm following your free DevOps, so I could not understand some topics. No, Vijay, see what happens, right? In YouTube Live, everyone is there. Okay. In batch, I'm very much aware that there are sessions which are planned in the topic wise, phase wise. Okay. So that is important for you to understand. Yeah, definitely. No need to afraid. Okay. London, sorry, Guru. Yeah. We'll give job support. You can check in the website. So that's all for today, guys, and please like the video before leaving. So we have put some efforts for you, right? So we will meet in the next week. Okay, so until then, take care and happy weekend for you all. And yes, so guys, those who are interested, you can enroll for the batch 9, and still before the cost gets more, right? You can definitely enroll, share the link with your friends, understand the data, what we are doing, spend some time on the website, and please go over that. And if you are enrolling today, from tomorrow you will be having the set of documents and some data points for you. Okay, thanks a lot. Happy weekend. Please like the video, and please share the channel link with your friends also, right? Thanks a lot, Suren. All the best to you. Thanks a lot, guys. Okay, so enroll for batch 9 if anyone is interested, or share to your cousins, siblings. Research in market and share, very less cost. And what is individual situation help? Amish, I didn't get that, but yeah, if anything is there, you can check in website. If anything what you are looking for is there, you can enroll. If it is not there, it's up to you. Okay, so guys, thanks a lot. Bye. Happy Sunday. Take care. Bye bye. Chalo, it's time for me to leave. Bye. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, thank you all.